welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Welcome to one of the league's biggest and brightest venues, SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Tonight, a fun one on tap for us. It's the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles and the LA Chargers. Jake Elliott is out, ready to kick this one away. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Darius Davis to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led out by the sixth-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
Just ho-hum, more of the same production from Herbert in year 5. In fact, it was the cleanest football of his career, Kate. 23 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions. But he's got to check that box of playoff wins, and that's not easy to do in this AFC.
Opening carry of the game for Kimani Vidal. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
And the Chargers, first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Going to the ground again on first. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
To Keenan Allen. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. That one's good to McConkey. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
13 yards on the play. And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running with Vidal out of the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Gets it to him on the screen. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. Out of of the shotgun, a give to Vidal. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs, but Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in, but it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him, and he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
So all he needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted to stopping the quick pass. Became really easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
On first down, Hurts. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Hurts to throw. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Okay, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he could do it right there.
Yards to go.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. To the air on 3rd and long. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown.
Touchdown,
The Eagles start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Chargers nothing.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. Jukes away from one. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Up the middle, Vidal. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. An excellent game, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
And the Chargers, first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. They send the tight end in motion. Play action now for Herbert. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. It's a repeat of the last play. That's going to bring them to third down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Dump off caught by his back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown. Brock, let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
It's 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Dotson now in motion right. Hurts now from the gun. Completed to his running back. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Sent to the ground by Khalil Mack.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, they've got a 1st down here. So after the call, defense in a much different spot. Instead of forcing a 4th down, it's back to 1st. So the drive continues after that pass interference call. We've got 1st and 10. Motion man sent left. They'll run here following the penalty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he'll manage what he can up to the 48. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Third down here, need 8 on the play. Third and long for him here. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing fourth down.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down, and that's third down.
Now on fourth down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. And this will stick him back a ways. That punt hits and jumps out of bounds near the 14. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Herbert from the gun. That's him on the quick hitter. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Just a yard left to go on second down. Handoff headed right to Vidal. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Herbert back to throw. Short pass brought in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's second and 1. Herbert now. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Trying to sneak, it's Herbert. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. Fourth down coming up.
It's decision time for the offense after that one. If they're stopping you short on a third down sneak, you better be very careful going for it again.
J.K. Scott on the punt. And they could really use a good one here. Ooh, snaps a little off, but he adjusts and sends it away. Fields this at the 19. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And their goal is going to be doubling that 7-0 lead they have so far. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10. I'll start this one out with Barkley. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
They go play fake with Hurts. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? So now it's going to be third and long.
I like that right there, Kate. Early in this game, show your cards. Double this guy. They know his ability, his reputation makes somebody else beat you.
Now Hurts on 3rd and long. Finds the in route complete. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Complete to Jahan Dotson. 3 and out.
And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Eagles soaring to an early lead. We're back to SoFi right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at a punt, though, facing 4th down. Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27.
The
Chargers, then running back Imani Vidal trotting back out to the field. And there is room for improvement from that previous drive. Stalled out, necessitated a call to that punt team.
Yeah, and in these situations, I always love reminding the offense that first down. Just move the chains the first time to get yourself into rhythm because you don't want to see that punter anytime soon.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Vidal trying this up the gut. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Herbert now off the play fake. Looking to his fullback now. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding a big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll air it out on 3rd. Johnson finds the football complete. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Vidal running left. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Finds him over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 from the 32. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Catch made left side by McConkey. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Vidal on his own read. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Motioning the tight end now. Herbert. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Couldn't get it to Aronde Gadsden the second. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. That finds Davis complete. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Chargers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers tie this game 7-7. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're gonna head out to look at him. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, Britton Covey. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Throw left side, caught by Brown. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
1st and 10, he keeps it on the option. Rolling into enemy territory. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And this is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, and now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
First down, a run with Barkley. He dodged the tackle. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a second quarter lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7.
Chargers 7.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. This makes it up to the 25. The Chargers and running back Imani Vidal trotting back out to the field. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. They motion a receiver left. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
All set to go now from the 35. Throwing on first is Herbert. Finds him on the crossing route. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A pickup of 17. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Short side option here. He's running left. Nearly broke even, but the defenders followed that zone read well. It's going to cost him about a yard.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
To throw, Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. And this is headed to the sideline, and it'll bounce out at the 7. Wow, great kick.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives him a first down. Motioning left is Johnston. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Going to the left side, and Johnston has it. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Just excellent effort on that catch, and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Herbert on 1st down. Defender tips that one, but he's got it. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Len McConkey with a touchdown. Quite the throw from him on that play, Brock. Gotta say, you look like you make quite the emergency quarterback for this squad if the need ever arises, huh?
And Kate, I know how this plays out, all right? They worked on it all week. He showed out during the practice week on the practice field, and now he just showed out when it really mattered, and everybody's going to hear about it, and they don't mind, because you're absolutely right. That was a dime for 6.
Dicker on now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers tie things up at 14.
So
we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Covey now to return this. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. New set of downs for him from the 31. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And the Chargers get home, and they drop him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Pretty even match in this first half. You're just kind of waiting, right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
After the sack could really use a big play here on 2nd down. It's 2nd and 15. Hurts now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. 3rd and long for him here. This one's caught. Smith has it. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
1st down, Eagles.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Hurts on 1st down. Now here he goes. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. Let's examine this flag. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Offense to the line for second down. It's Hurts once again. Ooh, put some air under this one, right side. Brought in, inside the 20. He does it, touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
The Eagles get some late points and the lead. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Troubles with his snap, but he still knocks it through. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7.
Chargers 14.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
For Philadelphia.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30.
The Chargers.
And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
36-yard
The Chargers and wide receiver Lad McConkey set for another drive. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Here's again to Vidal. So call it a half dozen on that run, Brock. It's second down. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Herbert from the gun. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Now Herbert to throw. That one's good to McConkey. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him 5 on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
1st and 10, Herbert. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't find Oronde Gadsden the second on that throw. So it'll be second down.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Now Herbert again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And 4th and 4 coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
So once again, J.K. Scott out to punt it away. And they're facing a long field ahead of them as that kick skips out near the 11. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. They're up by 7. Let's see if they choose to rest on that and just go into the locker room. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's going to pay off his 1st down run with a nice pickup of 9.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. He's back to throw. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the 3rd quarter. Got a 1-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Covey now to return this. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he's going to take this return out of bounds. Philadelphia has its offense out to start this 3rd quarter. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. First and 10 from the 32. 3rd quarter is going to start with a run by Barkley. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And they had to wave that white flag on their last drive, Brock, hoping to avoid having to call that punter this time out.
Yeah, you get several chances a game, on average, somewhere around 10 possessions, and you know not all of them are going to pan out. So you got to forget what lies behind and keep pressing on to the journey ahead.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Throwing now, Herbert. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
At the 17-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Vidal on the give. And he's nearly going to get the 1st down, Brock. It looks like this one makes it up to about the 21-yard line.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Another run for Vidal. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 2. And the Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a 1st. They're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Herbert now off the play fake. To the right and pulled in by McConkey. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Johnson finds the football complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
38-yard line.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. A run with Vidal. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
That's another Chargers 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he'll get about 4 yards as that brings up 2nd down.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his 1st catch of the game. And that takes them to 3rd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Getting out to his left. Making the call himself. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's going to give the Chargers a 1st down.
Chargers 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Herbert now. A quick slant. Here's McKelkey. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
It's a gain of 22
Well, you don't
yards.
normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. But find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. Well, it's a perfect play to break it big.
Vidal does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards. Now we'll see the medical team head out towards a Charger who's still on the field and in some pain. Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on second and goal. He gets it again. And this time he's going to score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers start the second half with some needed points. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Dicker on now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers tie this game at 21.
At 21 apiece.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Returning it from the 4. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner, so some added importance on this series. First and 10 from the 32. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Devontae Smith, the intended target. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Pressure's there, and the Chargers got him. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
The Eagles are in punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Ooh, errant snap, but he gets what he can behind this one. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Herbert.
Intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. They've got a man in motion. 2nd and 10 now, Herbert. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Was hoping to get that one to Keenan Allen. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
10 yards to go.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one's nabbed by Allen. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
16 yards.
They get 16 yards on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
1st and 10.
And those are the completions they rely
line.
on from their passing game.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Herbert to throw once more. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Herbert throwing again. Finds his fullback. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. It's Herbert once more. Setting up the screen. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Throwing on 1st is Herbert. Gets it downfield, on target to Getson. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Herbert from the gun. Brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
3rd down, Eagles opting to go with a dime here. They'll bring the tight end left. Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and goal.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's all knotted up at 21, partner. Still plenty of scoring here as we try to decide our winner. Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. Up the middle, Vidal. And he runs it across, touchdown! The Chargers take a 4th quarter lead.
Chargers.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this, other than simply splendid?
Dicker on now for the PAT.
Extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Chargers 28, Eagles 21.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Covey now to return this. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Man in motion here. They go play fake with Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he's going to wind up out of bounds a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage, Brock. So they're going to be looking to make up some ground here on 2nd down.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Hurts looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. Now, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stops. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Vidal. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Throwing now, Herbert. Finds him over the middle. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
The Eagles go dime for this third down call. Throw here, third down. On a quick slant, it's Johnson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
10 at the 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Vidal trying this up the gut. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up third down.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. A motion to tight end left. Running with Vidal out of the gun. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That one gains 7. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
They stay on the ground with Vidal. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them. Keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, a give to Vidal. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Tight end going in motion here. From the gun on 3rd, it's Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Ladd McConkey. And 4th and 4 coming up.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Hurts now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
A play fake, now Hurts to throw. Finds the in route, complete. And he takes it down to the 33.
Complete to
This one goes
Devontae
for an even
Smith.
25
It's a gain of
yards.
25
And
yards.
that's good for an Eagles first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
We're going to go with Barkley on the counter. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Smith snags it over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Devontae Smith. 5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They'll air it out on 3rd. Taking it over the middle, it's Dotson. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Handoff headed right. Barkley. And quick thinking there to head back towards the middle. He salvages a few for him ahead of this 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
Leading 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Receiver in motion, going left. Looking to throw. That's caught for the first. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop 1.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Barkley does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
The tackle by Denzel.
This is one of those
Perryman.
plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Oh, he lost the football. Picked up by the Chargers. Not a ton after the recovery, so they're going to take possession deep in their own territory.
Gosh, we have seen these quarterbacks make some incredible plays from here to reach the end zone. That was certainly not one of them. Careless with the football, left an opening for those defenders to knock it free and escape without surrendering any points.
The Chargers and running back Imani Vidal trotting back out to the field. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
Here's a give to Vidal. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
2nd and 8.
They're going to pass it here. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this 1st down. Here he is to throw. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted! Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles have some new life in the 4th.
Hey, you know, as a quarterback, every single interception stings. But those you throw in crunch time. In the final couple minutes with your team relying on you, that's one this quarterback is not going to forget.
Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. They've got great field position, especially needing a touchdown. But they've got to keep a watchful eye on that time remaining. First call here coming from the shotgun. Setting up to pass. Over the middle and complete to Goddard. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw it. Finds Barkley underneath. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
This one's caught. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Hurts yet again. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Motion man left is Brown. Throwing now. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. Couldn't connect with Dallas Goedert. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, get to down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Desperation time here on 4th. Throw right side, caught by Goddard. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Design quarterback run here. So the Chargers come away with the win in this one. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.